The second episode of Bleach's 1,000-Year Blood War has dropped, and much like the first one, this episode did not disappoint. This season is going to be a hard-hitting, fast-paced, just assault all the way across the board. And the second episode is for sure sticking to those guidelines. This episode was phenomenal. It hit the tones of everything I was looking for, introduced some characters that, they've only hinted at in the first episode. You get to really delve into some of the inner workings and powers and just how scary the leader of the Quincy's, Yhwach, is. I mean, what's going on in Hueco Mundo is just incredible. To see it jump from page of manga to actually animated is unbelievable, and it's so much more imposing. I mean, just the shot of Yhwach floating there with the fire in his hands and all the Quincy's marching under him, like as they're just taking over Hueco Mundo, was fantastic. And just the brutality of these Quincy's. I mean, Kurge Opie, or however you pronounce that name, the Quincy that's in charge of controlling Hueco Mundo now that, Yhwach has stolen Halle Bell, decimated so many of them. That dude's brutal. To see him just sitting there mocking the Quincy's, getting them lined up. Mocking the Arrancar, getting them all lined up, and just like brutally stabbing them and cutting them down. It is incredible to see this brutality displayed in Bleach. I mean, for those who have read the manga for Bleach, they know that this is a common occurrence. There's a lot more gruesome stuff happens in the manga, or manga, however you pronounce it. I always say manga, so I'm just going to keep doing it that way. Manga didn't feel right. So there's a lot more brutality in the written form, the book form of Bleach, than there was ever in the animated show. So the fact that they're going all in on the violence and displaying it the way it's supposed to be displayed for the 1,000-Year Blood War is just crazy. It's just so nuts, and it's amazing to see. You get to see how scary Yhwach is, even when he's dealing with his own people. That scene we left off with, where he's cut the arm off one of his own soldiers just for the fun of it. I mean, to just prove a point that he's lesser than him, and that he doesn't like the way that he's conducting his business. I mean, he just dispatches these dudes left and right. He blows heads away just by pointing at them. I mean, this dude's the real deal villain. This guy is not screwing around. He is not Aizen, who's like gonna spend X amount of episodes, like 150 episodes of the show, just sitting there contemplating what's going to happen, sending the Arrancars to do what he needs to do. No, this dude's going to obviously have his Quincy and his Sternritter and all those people kind of go forward and do his bidding, but he himself gets his hands dirty. He is a violent enemy leader, and I can't wait to see more of him. Next week's episode should be good. I believe it'll be the squaring off of Ichigo versus Kurge, and that's going to be a good fight. I don't know how long these battles are going to last, in just given the pacing of this show, but I really, really am looking forward to see the way that battle comes to be, because it's one of those battles where a little more gets peeled away from the story. A little more of Ichigo's backstory gets revealed through these fights he has with these Quincy's, and it's a big part of Ichigo's backstory that comes to play in this season, and I can't wait to see it all play out. But anyways, guys, I really dug the second episode of the 1,000-Year Blood War arc. What did you think of it? Is this show really working for you the way it's working for me? Whatever you thought, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you're looking forward to most that's going to come up in the next handful of episodes here. Whatever you think about it, guys, let me know in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll come at you with more reviews for Bleach's 1,000-Year Blood War as the episodes unravel. Thanks.